cheaters and beaters. Real talk with Cherry Mahogany. Today I want to talk about domestic violence in relationships. What inspired me wanting to talk about this? Yesterday I was listening to one of the channels I was subscribed to. The content, usually I love everything about what this Christian YouTuber has to say, to the point that I had been listening to video after video after video, just really in support of this YouTuber. But the last video I listened to, he did discuss his take on a wife who was being beaten by her husband, and he said that he believes that she shouldn't necessarily leave, and because she has given her life to God, that if for whatever reason her life is taken by her husband, then what did she really lose? Well, needless to say, I take a completely different position. I have zero tolerance for abuse in relationships, and that does include cheating. So for Christians, we may understand, and I will add the Bible verse as I'm speaking about this, that we are supposed to stay married for anything outside of sexual immorality. So some people might believe that if you're being beaten by your partner, then that's not grounds for divorce. But we're also commanded, the Lord also commands us, husbands to love your wives and wives to respect your husbands. So it's not loving to beat up or cheat on your wife, and it's not respectful to beat on or cheat on your husband. So my take on this is very concrete. Zero tolerance for abuse. I have lived long enough and heard enough stories and spoken to enough people that have experienced this, have survived it, to understand that it takes a toll on a person's emotional health, and it can actually lead to death. I want to share a story about my late cousin, Nicole. We would be the same age today if her then boyfriend had not taken her life. So they were, I guess you would say, high school sweethearts, even before high school, because she'd been dating him for years before he took her life. And he took her life because she wanted to end the relationship because it was abusive, and she wanted something better for herself, mostly because she was pregnant from him. And he ended up taking her life and killing her and her newborn child, or her unborn child, sorry. So this kind of communication, this conversation hits home for me because at the time we were living in different states. I would move from New York back to Florida pretty often. So most of our communication, Nicole and I, would be on the phone. But even then, I didn't have the knowledge and the ability to persuade her to leave him because he had been beating on her for so long that her self-esteem was very low, and she had tolerated that for so long. I don't know if I could have made an impact, but now that I'm older, wiser, and I've lived long enough to see how dangerous it is. Sometimes it does end that tragically. People like to say, leave before they kill you, you know, and that there's a reason there's that saying, because it happens. A person who has no self-control, where they're beating on their partner, male or female, where is this leading? What are they intending to accomplish? What is the goal? To show this person that you are stronger than them? To show this person that you dominate them? Okay, you've proved your point. But that's not the terms of the relationship. The terms of the relationship were to love and respect each other. So my opinion on people who are abusive, especially physically abusive, I don't think you deserve to be in a relationship. If you have no self-control, you should be single, possibly in jail or prison, but you should not be in a relationship. And for people who are in a situation like this, you should pray to God and ask God for wisdom, because it's not my place to tell you what to do. But I can tell you my position is I have zero tolerance for it. I don't think anyone, male or female, should allow someone to beat on them or cheat on them. It's abusive, and it's not the terms of the relationship. And like I said, if this is something that you tolerate, if this is something that let's say from day one, this person came and told you this is what they're going to do, and they showed you who they are from day one, this is a decision that you'd signed up for. But most of the time, I'd probably say 99+% of the time, the person waits until you are emotionally invested or married to them to start showing this side of themselves. And as far as I'm concerned, they're the ones that pulled a switcho, changeo, whatever. They don't deserve to be in a relationship. And I don't think anybody deserves to be beaten. So that's all I wanted to share. God bless you, and pray for wisdom, because we have one life and then we have judgment. We stand before God. Wouldn't it be something for the beaters and the cheaters when you're standing before God and you're held accountable for this, the way that you treated your spouse, and you're not welcome into the kingdom of heaven for it? Wouldn't that be something? So for the beaters and cheaters, maybe get help before you start hurting other people. And that's all I want to say. God bless you.